Yo, what's up, y'all? How you guys doing? This is John Sanders with Limitless Hoops. Thank you for joining me as always. If you're here, check in the comment section so that I know that you're here. And you get $1 million, all right, just for checking in the comment section. Every single person that writes one word in the comment section gets $1 million just because. Now, I don't know where you're going to find it. I mean, but it's out there. It's like a pot of gold. All right, so good luck to you in finding that $1 million. But guaranteed, you get it. $1 million. There goes our first winner. There you go. Shay Pride. What's going on, homie? All right, let's just begin with our quote of the day. Quote of the day today is guard their best player. Now, hey, look, if you're our worst player and like our worst defender, should you be guarding their best player? Nah, but like you should try until we tell you stop that crap. Right? But like that should be the goal. The goal should be like, listen, I want to lock that dude up. All right, not in prison, but like kind of like you want to make sure that this dude can't breathe, like that he knows that you're better than he is in every walk of life. And if that can't happen, you just keep striving for it because one day it will happen. It may not happen with that one guy, but it'll happen to someone else. So if you keep guarding people's best players, eventually you will be the best player. All right, that's how I see it, because you're gonna figure stuff out. You're gonna want to do it. You're gonna want to not be embarrassed. So you're gonna be like, I got him, and then just get embarrassed, and then go back out there again. And how the human mind works is that you're not gonna be like, all right, let me just do nothing in between and never get better. No, you're gonna be embarrassed. You're gonna either stop playing games, or you're gonna be like, all right, every time that we do a defensive drill, I'm gonna make sure that I'm moving my legs faster. Every time that I do a squat with some weights on my back, I'm going to do that for this purpose. Every time that our coach teaches us the defensive strategy, I'm going to pay extra attention to it because I'm going to force myself to go out there and guard their best player. So since I'm going to do that, I don't want to embarrass myself. And I have the same exact like strategy when it comes to girls, okay? Hear me out. All right, when I was in college, I think it started then, I was afraid to talk to girls, okay? Because I'm afraid to talk to anybody. I'm very, very shy. But I would force myself to talk to any girl that would like make me uncomfortable. Like anytime that I felt scared and I thought that she was beautiful, I would be like, oh, I gotta talk to her. So even if it was like out of my way, I would be like, okay, because I'm scared, I'm gonna force myself to do this. And I basically do that with anything in life besides like skydiving. Like if I feel scared, I hate fear so much. Like my stuttering and stuff like that. I'm like, no, screw that. I'm talking anyways. I don't care. All right. It's like that. And I face my fears every single day so I can get used to facing them. So with you playing defense, maybe you don't want to guard the guy way up there. Maybe you think he's too fast. Maybe you think he's too strong. I say just do it. And sorry, I guess Nike says that, but I say it too, okay? Nike, I'm sorry. You don't have freaking copyright over my life, Nike, but yes, they're gonna sue me. You should make sure that you guard their best player because it puts you on the spot. And until someone tells you to not, don't like fight over it during the game and not guard their worst player who's gonna score eight straight layups, but guard their best player to the best of your abilities whenever you can. That's the quote of the day. And let's see what we're talking about now. We got, this is a random video from our history page. This is Kobe's death. All right. If you go to our website, limitlesshoops.com, and you click on, what do you click on? Oh, yeah, I know what you click on. You click on challenges. If you click on challenges, scroll down just a little bit, and you click on the history of hoops. This is one of our most important pages. Not just because it's like, you're going to learn from history and all that stuff. It's because you want to be a part of that history. Okay? All right. Sup, my videos will be posted later. Okay, Weston. I think Weston just comes in and says that and then just bounces. For a kid who doesn't understand everything, it's a bad thing. So if you're still watching Weston, let me know. Or do you just come in and just leave? I'm just guessing. I'm guessing because you've never answered a trivia question because you don't watch this stuff. You got to be enveloped into the sport. You got to understand it. And like, here's my, I hate history. Okay. I do not like history class. Okay. I can just tell you that, but I must say that history class has an enormous role in our country's livelihood. Without history class, basically we don't have a country. All right, it sounds so weird to say that, but basically it's this: we go to war with people who want to go to war with us. People who will fight for our country. They know something about our country. If they were just born, they don't even know what's down the street and what the difference is between Mexico and Russia and America and Italy. They're not going to be like that patriotic. Now, patriotism isn't like always the greatest thing in the world, but it does make people have like a passion for something. And if your passion is for basketball, you would do yourself well to study the history of it. Now, with the history of this thing, that is on our History of Hoops page, and this particular bit of history is a sad one. It's the day that Kobe Bryant died. And I remember this day, man. Like, dude, I'll be talking about the history stuff every day or every Wednesday, okay? But and you guys can check it out whenever you want. Watch those videos. A new one will come up. You can press show another video so it randomizes it, okay? This is the random one today. I remember when that day happened, and somebody wrote me. It was a girl that I was dating before, Marquita, and I was driving, checked my text message, and she's like, "Did Kobe die?" And I was like, what? And I like checked, and I just checked Twitter because it was still called Twitter at that time, and the number one trending item was LeBron James passed Kobe Bryant's record for scoring. Like, Kobe was third, LeBron passed him right then and there. I was like, nah. They might be saying like, rest in peace to Kobe's record, like that. And then I get a phone call right after that from like my mom, and she was like crying. Then I get a phone call from my brother. He was crying, telling me that it was real. And I was like, what? And I was on my way to a basketball game, and I watched this like middle school team play. And man, it was just like a 6th or 7th grade girls game. I was in the gym. You could hear a pin drop the whole game. Even the kids weren't really into it. They were like, okay. The parents were just like looking at their phones, reading stuff. Like, the whole world was just shook. Then you see all these videos, if you click on this video, of players finding out. Look, whenever anyone dies, it's not a great situation, but what I tell people, even myself, is that the fact that it makes you sad is a great thing, because when someone someone that we don't know dies, or like maybe a celebrity that we're not sure of, they die, it doesn't affect us. But when like Martin Luther King dies, we're like, oh, it like tears a hole out of us, right? So what I say is, when someone dies and like you feel like super sad, feel happy, because they live their life in such a way where they could affect people like that. I know that's like very little solace, but we should all strive to be a person where when we die, someone cares. All right, and if it's like a massive amount of people who care, and it changes the entire planet, and then we get COVID right after that, then you're Kobe freaking Bryant. All right. Anyways, moving on to our itinerary today. All right, we got back down series coming up. That is our most dominant drill. The back down series. Sideways, pounding down, and then you do one of 5 things. All right, you can go down the middle with the pro hop, spin back, fade away. All right, you can do you can turn baseline, go reverse layup. It's a very, very fancy set of drills. All right, practice that stuff. It does help a lot. Post it online. If you're like, I want to practice it, but I don't want to post it, you're scared, and that's going to hold you back. What, you don't want people to see how bad you are? Well, do you want to make your high school team, college team, pros? People will be watching. Well, you're like, well, I don't want to show them until, the fire's cooking and I'm already like cooked, Well, when's that going to be? Well, whenever it is, you're going to play in front of people for the first time, where it's going to be pressure for the first time, and you're going to be more pressured. So film yourself. Feel the pressure. Put the pressure on yourself, just like I do when I talk to girls, man. You got to. All right? Get used to that pressure. So post yourself sucking doing these drills so that you can look back at it and be like, whoa, I have gotten better. All right? So post that stuff. We also have pick and roll, rescreen coming up. Statue of Liberty, 2-ball catch layups, dial jumps, and peekaboo shots all on Friday. But tonight, we got one-on-one, no steals, no blocks. All right, that's just playing one-on-one, one dribble pull-up, and there's no steals, no blocks, so you have to take one dribble or 0 dribbles, and you must pull up right in their face. Defensively, practice taking a step with the correct leg. You can do everything but block or steal it. means that you can still play defense. You don't block or steal everything. Put your hand right in their face and play good defense. If they make it, they keep it. All right, make 15 threes in 3 minutes. If you can't do that, you shouldn't be shooting threes in games. So let's do this, but realize in 3 minutes, you'll be shooting more shots than you normally shoot ever. So you guys should play this game with yourself a lot. All right, line jumps to shots. We have 8 different jumps. A whole bunch of different types of shots. All right, the jumps are the most important part. You want to be quick on these 8 different jumps, all right, as quickly as you possibly can. Make the floor squeak. The tap tap series is a very, very fancy New York move where you go tap tap and then go cross or go straight, and it's a move that will make you better at other moves. Keeping the ball low, just tapping it, all right, and it's amazing because you get to change speed, change direction, kind of like with our Jason Tatum series last night. 21-by-3 jumps. The best way to dunk the ball is to jump a whole bunch of times, and that's what we're going to do. So you want to jump like you're dunking. Reach for something, whether it be the net, the rim, the backboard, or just jump your highest because you know how to do it. All right, then last one is quick ball touches. This is that re-jump thing that we talked about last week with Wembanyama. He can jump twice. Jumping twice, to be able to hop like that is a huge basketball trait because all the energy goes out of your body sometimes when you do moves, but to regain it is an enormous advantage. Let's take a look at those videos. We can do that right now. those are all the drills. Make sure you guys come prepared and know what you're doing, all right? Next thing we got are these things, okay? These are our events that we have coming up here. Again, throughout the year, we do a multitude of things, all right? Like our skill workouts, like our shooting, like our team practices and things like that. We're going to be adding things back to the list soon, all right? I'm thinking in January we'll add our boot camps, maybe. People aren't coming to as many workouts, so I don't know if they're going to come to 6 a.m. boot camps. All right, because if we do too much too early, then we're going to be splitting you guys up too soon. But we're also going to add our monthly clinics. We're going to add our pick and roll workshops, our ability and agility combine, team strategy stuff, morning. I said that one. Summer camps. We have so much stuff to offer, but we can't offer too much. And if this is too much for you already, well, you got something in store, man. Like, dude, can you guys handle more? Can you or can you not? And in terms of events that we're actually doing coming up here, all right, we got a workout at Stellar and at Canyon Creek. We just got word in January we'll be going to the Morachek for the Centennial area, which is a lot closer to a lot of people. And then we'll be there until March, right? And in March we'll be back at campus, okay? In our area in Broomfield, we're at the same schools that we're always at. But to know that tomorrow changed. Tomorrow's at Mountain View on Perry Street. They just changed it, but it's on our website. Just make sure that you understand what you're doing. We have no games this weekend. Our next games are December 7th and 8th. We also have our award ceremony coming up. So understand all that stuff because it's a lot of stuff. All right. And if you know about JJ Griffin, you know that he posts Wednesday Wisdom with JJ Griffin. Let's watch his latest one.
Working hard, it's not necessarily the most fun thing, but the way life is set up, you gotta work hard at something, so you might as well make it fun. What if working hard at this isn't fun, but being successful is? Should we weigh which is more fun, or should we find something we enjoy working hard at instead? Should life be more about happiness, or should we strive for a higher form of happiness that's less guaranteed? If you work hard now at sports, it'll become a habit, and then you're used to working hard. And then once you're my age, you'll keep working hard where it's still a habit and it's still fun.
Dude, I really believe that. All right, it's hard. All right, it's not necessarily the most fun thing to do. It's to work your hardest at stuff. All right, but you do want the ultimate goal, correct? Again, like with my girls thing, I'm like, I may not like talking to them, but I like the ultimate goal, which I can't discuss here. It's taking them out on dates for cupcakes. All right, but yes, all right, if you really want to make the NBA and stuff like that, it's going to be a hard, stupid road unless you happen to like those things. Do you happen to like those things? Probably not, because those people are special. The people who are like, come on, run us more. I just did 1,000 push-ups, coach. I shot 1,000,000 shots yesterday, coach. Oh my God, I played against this guy. He beat me by 30, and I was like, play me again, dude. I love this. All right, those people are rare. They're crazy. All right, you're probably not those people. So you have to decide. What do you want to do? Should you just search like many parents want you to do? Many parents love this, okay? I don't think that they should, but they love it because it makes their job really easy. They want you to search around and find the sport that you're best at. And what they would really love, you don't even have to do a freaking sport. They would really love for you to be like 2 years old and you see a piano the first day and you're like, what is this thing? Beep, 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 beep. And you're like, oh, I can play the piano just by natural. And your parents will be like, yes, I got myself a genius. He won't ever have to worry about confidence his whole life. No, dude, it's not like that for most people. All right? It's going to be hard. You're going to like something, but you're going to like the result of it because you saw it on TV. And then you're going to find out what it entails. You're going to be like, oh, crap, what did I sign up for? And you're going to try to do it regularly, but you can't keep up to anyone. You're going to suck compared to everyone else, right? So what do? When you don't like the process, but you like the final thing? Do you pick a different thing? What do you guys feel like? Should you just find the thing that you're best at and then go with that? Well, here's my overall opinion on that one. If you're not good enough at the thing that you're good at but don't love, or you're not good enough to go to college and get a college scholarship, are good enough to become a pro, who cares about that thing? You don't love it. I mean, but if you're gonna get a college scholarship out of it, I guess you can play some golf. As long as you don't like hate it, you just kind of like it, and you don't like love the whole thing. Yeah, I guess you can do it. But what you want to do is pick the thing that you want most and then go after it. It would be great if you could just find something that you love the process about, but that thing will probably be like eating cupcakes and it won't get you anywhere substantial. If you can be lucky enough to mix those two things together, that's awesome. But what are you going to find that you love working at, that's so hard to work at, but you love working at it and you also love the result that it brings? Most people in life, when they finally figure that out, it's like going for walks or hikes or like working out in a gym to get bigger muscles. All right, they're like, this isn't that bad. All right, or maybe like going dancing and they're like, oh, at least I'm in shape afterwards. All right, it happens. But if you can make your thing, if your thing happens to be, I want to make the NBA, I want to make D1, the process to that is extremely hard unless you're Shaquille O'Neal. All right, and even then, it wasn't easy to him. All right, so heads up for all that craziness. It is tough. I feel sorry for people who don't love any aspects of getting better, but do love the ultimate process because they're just screwed. But if you can love as much as you can, just pretend that you do, you're made in the shade. Thank you so much, JJ. What do we have next for our trivia question? There we go. Our trivia question today is brought to you by Dasani water. Never drink Dasani water. It will kill you. I drink Aquafina. Do I recycle? I don't know. All right. Anyways, we got trivia question today. Answer it, you get a point. You got, what city did Larry Bird grow up in? Very, very simple question. What city? It's a very famous city, okay? Famous in basketball circles, at least. What city did Larry Bird grow up in? If you get the answer right, you get a point for the month. Whoever gets the most points by the end of the month gets $50 coin, and you can spend that coin at our merchandise stand that we're opening up in December at our award ceremony. Our award ceremony is on December 14th. It's a Saturday, so clear that day. It looks like it's going to be from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and you can use your coin, our coins, to get as much merch as you would like. So we can't wait to see you there. All right, that's the answer right there. The Suaves got it right there. Yes, it is French Lick. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that is not an actual word. That is a made-up place. I gotta tell you, on Vaughn's third point for the month, it is a real place. It's just really weirdly named. Why would you name a city French Lick? I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I can ask ChatGPT why. Maybe it was French people that settled it and like they didn't make a lick of sense. I have no idea. But that's the weirdest name ever. French Lick, Indiana. Yeah. That's the craziest name in the world. I just wanted to bring that to your attention because Larry Bird's from there. He also has a weird last name, Bird. All right. I don't know what it is in the water down there in French Lick, Indiana, but it's some weirdness going on. But they did produce one of the greatest basketball players ever. So congratulations to Bon Suave. I still can't pronounce your name. Yeah, anyways, watch the commercial today. Water break!
Why don't they know about Mendoza sewer and water?
If you learn to develop an abundant mentality, you will not be envious of others. You will celebrate their successes. You will share in their joys and pains. Don't see life as a competition, but as complementary. And then do your part to add to that abundance. To have an abundant mentality, that is such a weird thing. In our world, we're taught to be like competitive, especially like the basketball world. We have wars and things like that. We have the Olympics, which is our most uniting thing is the Olympics, and yet we try to kick each other's butt in that. All right, well, to have an abundant mentality basically means like, let's go out, and I'm gonna celebrate your win, you're gonna celebrate my wins. And as long as like one of us wins, it's all good. While we're still very competitive, right? And doing that at the same exact time. To have an abundant mentality, it's a strange concept because many of us just can't process that information. It's basically like this, right? If we have people who have to post homework, that's on all of us, all right? This is all of our victory, all of our failure. All right, and the abundant mentality says like we need to create this culture. We need to go out of our way to like not just push ourselves to do this, but to push each other. Because as soon as you do that, you start building upon building upon building upon building. All right, basically what you're doing is you're creating community. Like I asked everyone yesterday, I said, would you rather grow up in New York, where it's harder to make the high school basketball team, but you have basketball everywhere? And it's always hard, so you're forced to be great. Or would you rather grow up in Colorado where basketball is very sparse, but if you tried your hardest, you would easily make the team because everyone sucks? Would you rather have more opportunity but less culture around you, or more culture around you but less opportunity? And most everyone said that they would rather grow up in New York, even though that would be harder overall. But because they would be pushed to get better by everyone being good. Like even the worst players are good there. And Lincoln had the best answer. Lincoln said he would rather grow up in New York and then move to Colorado, which is what I did. When I moved here from LA, dude, in 8th grade, I was like, whoa, I've never seen basketball players this bad. I was one of the best players in North Hollywood, my little city. But like, if you count like all of Southern California, I wasn't like the greatest basketball player. I was probably, I might have been like top like 25 maybe. All right, but when I got here, I believe I was like top 2, if not the best 8th grader in the whole state immediately. When I got into 9th grade, immediately I was the best player in the state. All right, and it was like, oh man. Now I don't know what that says, but I'm not just talking about like me being the best. I'm talking about the overall vibe. Now with that said, that's what I want you guys to create. And if you can create the LA, the Chicago, the New York vibe, then that makes it all the easier for you. And the best way to create that is the homework, but also the attendance. All right. So we have our attendance page, which is not this page. Where's the attendance page? I gotta click attendance. There you go. All right. So the attendance page, and it shows who's come the most. And if these people push each other, even if it's just Mason who's like, I can't win now. Nah, you show up, everyone else shows up more, and you want to stay as far away from like the bottom. This is our 15th guy. 15th place is Austin. He's barely a part of our program, and he's come more than everyone else. That's crazy. All right. So you wanna move up this list, and you want to encourage everyone else to do it too. So it's the abundance around you that you're making, and it's basically like the opposite of creating crime. All right. If you rob somebody, they're more likely to rob someone else. And then you're creating a bad society to like live in, right? If you just go around shooting people all day, well then you're creating a very bad world. Now you have to be careful, right? What's the opposite for the abundant mentality person, right? So to have an abundant mentality, let me see, abundant mindset. All right, if you have an abundant mindset, come with me over to this page real quick. They're calling it an abundance mindset. There's a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. There's an abundant mindset. There's a scarcity mindset. And basically it's this. Either you think that like everything is fixed and you have no chance and like, you know, everyone is like for themselves. Or you have a growth mindset and thinking like, oh my God, we can do this together. I can become as great as I want to be. You want to be positively thoughted like that. So look it up. Look look at some examples from both and see how it applies to your life. And I guarantee you, having an abundant mindset, it will make you a better player, a better person, a better everything, basically. All right. With that said, it's our quote of the day: guard their best player. So start out with that. I'll see you guys tonight. All right, you guys over in the Centennial area, work your hardest, okay? All right, talk to you all later, man. Cue my music. I'm out.